Hi, Truth You Have. I am going to speak today about electronic devices and a few other things. This phone that is on the screen is an LG. I use this phone and I was on Skype speaking to someone that I love very much. And I saw her frequency change right in front of me. I was in disbelief and I was devastated. I wanted to immediately get on a plane and go see her and pick her up and have her with me. My funds are not allowing me to do so. The fake promissory notes are not in my bank account at this time. Therefore, I feel that my hands are tied behind my back and there's certain moves that I am unable to make because of these things. This is the phone that I used, and notice that the cameras are covered. This camera's covered and the back camera is covered. I cover them for reasons that are very important to share with you all. There are hackers and entities that can utilize your cameras and see what you're doing, and you have no idea that they are doing these things. And to me, it's important to be aware. I personally know people that have hacked into devices and systems, and I utilize this knowledge to share it with you all. I also take the battery out of my phones, and I do this because I am aware that they use these GWEN, GWEN. You can look this up on the internet, GWEN towers, to send out certain frequencies so that your frequencies are lowered, and also to send out these waves, radiation waves. And these things are real. This is very important to those that are awakened. And for those that are not, I don't recommend you stopping this video. I recommend you continuing this video. Some of the things that I speak about may be shocking, but don't hinder yourself by not acquiring this knowledge. This is very important information that can help you and those that you love. The GWEN towers, they sometimes disguise them as trees. They'll put like fake branches, tree branches on them and camouflage them for whatever reasons that they come up with. And there's a lot going up. There's so many of these towers. They're like antennas. And they are used against us a lot of the times. They say that they need them for the cell phones, but if they're using them for the cell phones for us to have connection, then why in the world do we need all these satellites up in the air, in our atmosphere and things? See, that is the kind of questioning that we need to start having, because it doesn't make sense. If the satellites are helping with the cell phone connections, then what in the world do we need all these antennas for? There must be an alternative purpose for them. The devices that we have, the computer devices, the tablets that we have, I recommend covering those cameras also, turning off some of the sound. If you have a microphone on there, you can go into your settings and just undo the thing that says sound intake, and you'll have your volume up so where you can see if you're speaking, if you're able to be registered on that little volume, you can see if there are other people that can also hear you. These are important things because they're invading our privacies. They are putting things into these devices. I'll give you a perfect example how they use these devices, and it's in a movie, of course. In movies, they do things and they don't tell you. The movie that I'm speaking about is called Kingsman. In this movie, it's like a James Bond sort of movie. Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie, and there are a lot of other people that you'll probably recognize. But in this movie, they use the SIM card that they use to trigger the nervous system into people, and they make them fight each other. And they were going to use that so that we could fight each other and kill each other. But in the movie, they also dismantled the source of the towers that were giving off the frequency through the cell phones. Lots of things in movies hidden in plain sight. I recommend you watch the movie, do your research, because again, they're not going to tell us right to our faces. And if they do, they're going to put it in a way to where it doesn't necessarily register as this possibly could happen. The chemtrails that they spray in the air through these airplanes that appear out of nowhere, they are using these to make us human antennas. I have seen people literally go out fully covered with their faces covered up, their hair covered up, and they're doing this because they're shielding themselves from chemtrails. They're chemicals that they use that make us to where we're thinking out loud and they can see our thoughts. Sounds crazy and impossible. Experienced it my own self. Therefore, when I speak to you all about these things, this is not me blowing air out of my ears. This is me actually knowing that these things are possible. If you do go outside and you have these chemtrails on you, I recommend taking those outside clothes off, putting some other clothes on, wash your face, combing your hair. I would say take showers every time, but I'm also aware that it takes 3 to 5 days for the vitamin D from foods and also from looking into the sun, because we soak up vitamin D through the sun. You can sun gaze looking directly at the sun, and this helps the body soak up the vitamin D. And it takes a while for the skin to absorb. And therefore, I personally will sit at home and not take showers because I know this stuff. And then again, it might sound different. Do your research. These things are on the internet. These are true things that I am speaking about to you all. I will wash my feet because I don't want my feet to be dirty. I wash my hands frequently. But the rest of my body, I won't take showers as often as other people. The ringing of the ears, I'm going to address this now. The ringing of the ears, if you hear something in your ears and it sounds as if it's ringing, literally, like if there's a high pitch frequency in your ears, pay attention. I have done my research on this, and this is when other entities and beings are entering into whatever environment that you are in. And a lot of times it's those that you have no idea have the ability to do these things. You may have given them your phone number. You may have an item that they gave you. They may have given you a gift and they put their frequency, a part of them in it. It's in the movie Harry Potter, Horcruxes, when the evil one puts his spirit into all of these different things and devices. It's true, people. Not joking here. May sound outrageous because it freaking is, but it's happening whether you know it or not. There's a lot of people that want to give you things and, oh, here's a gift. And in that gift, you keep it, and it literally makes it so that they can surface, change. Sometimes I'll go to the store and I'll see someone doing with their cell phone, and they're trying to do certain things through these cell phones while I'm standing there. And change, I'm talking about money, the change, like quarters, dimes, pennies. These things, they always say have a coin jar. What I do is I put my change out on the window ledge. I don't even keep it in my home anymore. And most of the time, I'll go to the store and I'll make sure I spend it because I am aware of these things. This is a higher frequency, a higher knowledge. Just because I have it doesn't mean you don't have to have it. I'm speaking with you all about it because I believe it's more valuable to share these things with you all instead of keeping it to myself. I do appreciate you all doing your own research because you can become even more aware and more enlightened. I think it's necessary. These secret societies, they always want to have secrets. That's why they're called secret societies. And they don't want to reveal things to us so that they can feel like they're better than us. And they aren't. They are basically killing themselves because they're making these choices that are hindering humanity, and it isn't fair at all. I want to speak about certain beverages, milks and sodas. I went to the dollar store and the 99-cent store, and I got some milk. I'm not lactose intolerant, but I got this milk from that store. And it was as if I was. And I knew, because I know myself, that it had to be this that I ingested. And it caused me to have gas like nobody's business. I poured the rest of it out and didn't drink it because I am aware of my body and I know how I am. This is something that we all need to do. Remember yourself. If you eat something or drink something and you know that it's making you feel some type of way, think about what you ate and who are the people that you were around and how did you feel when you were around them, because they could be doing things. You don't have to be paranoid to do your research and to look out for yourself. You have to remember that you are as perfect as the Most High made you, and you can continue to be in perfection. Do not get it twisted. It is a lie when they say nobody's perfect. Everyone is as perfect as the Most High made us. It's an insult to him to say that you aren't perfect. The bottom of soda cans. I've noticed lately that there are different types of markings on the bottoms of these soda cans. Some of them have a black mark, some of them have a red mark, some of them have yellow marks or green marks. What the meaning of these things are, I'm still doing my research. I did a little bit on it and I found out that there are particles that are so small that you couldn't see them with the naked eye, but with a correct frequency, which these GWEN towers could possibly give off, they could possibly blow up into a big cotton ball. No freaking kidding, people. You can do your research on this also. Very small particles that can blow up, and if your body, if it does this, if you intake this into your system and it's so small and it blows up in your body, it could cause breathing problems and clog up your arteries. It's something that, again, they'll try to use against us. I did mention the 99-cent store, and let me tell you, I do buy things from them that have been great, and I do utilize a lot of things from the 99-cent store and the dollar stores. I'm not saying that everything in there is a genetically modified food or liquid, but some of the things are. I bought some lemons from them. They were sweet lemons, and I had 2 bags of them, but the cashier said, do you know that these are the sweet lemons? So I put 1 bag back. And I'm so glad that she told me that, because I got the lemons home and these lemons were anything but lemons. They were so genetically modified. I felt like they should have had another name in total for the fruit itself. They were very sweet. The bitterness was almost completely gone. I tasted them and then I threw the rest away, because I felt like if it's genetically modified, then most of the nutrients in the item itself is not going to give me the nutrients that I need, that I'm looking for, that lemons have. And a lot of these foods are used to lower our frequencies. And you know what happens when the frequencies are lowered. The frequencies, if they lower your frequency, they're able to enter into your being, these evil entities. Make sure that you are aware of yourselves and you are aware of what you feel, your body feels, what your mind feels, what your soul feels. It is important to know thyself. There are different levels and frequencies that we can reach, and if we have too many things inputted or triggers changing our frequencies from these towers, then it is not good for us. We have to be aware of these things. Also, wear as much black as possible. BLACK, black clothing. It dispels some of the spells that these evil entities and witches out there are trying to put on the beings. Remember, darker clothing, black clothes. A lot of these individuals in like the Matrix or Harry Potter, you will see a lot of these characters wear black because they know that wearing black is going to be helpful for you. They're not going to tell you just in your face. Only the secret societies have these informations that I'm sharing with you. And I'm not in any secret society, but I'm aware and I'm sharing with you. Thank you.